We all know that some disturbing things happen behind the scenes, but some of them might be creepier than others. In today's video, we bring you K-pop companies that are said to be haunted according to their idols. SM Entertainment. Every paranormal fan who is also a fan of SM Entertainment artists knows that something really strange is going on in the agency building. There have been numerous times where SM idols shared creepy and unsettling stories about something that has no explanation. By the looks of it, it seems like the ghosts mostly stick with the wavy members. In April of 2021, NCT's Mark and Do-young held a celebratory Instagram live that was later joined by Ten. In between the conversation, Yang and Xiaojun interrupted Ten to tell him that they think that there might be a ghost in their room. Ten didn't seem fazed by it, so he said that if there was a ghost, it's okay because that ghost is good and harmless. Later, Xiaojun started his own Instagram live where he explained that he believes their dorm is seriously haunted and that he was scared. Yang briefly joined him to agree with him. The reason why Xiaojun believes their dorm is haunted is because of his puppy Bella. He shared a story of how she barked very loudly and was staring at nothing. Xiaojun later added that Bella peed throughout the whole dorm several times in one day. SHINee once encountered the entity that haunts the corridors of SM Entertainment as well. In particular, it was Onyu who had the pleasure of meeting the ghost. During a radio show, Onyu shared a story of how he and Minho once went home to the dorms to take a quick shower. It was after Onyu was done showering that he realized he forgot to bring his towel with him, so he asked Minho to bring him one. Then Onyu saw someone leaving another room, and so he thought that it was Minho. He thought it was strange because even though he called out to Minho to bring him a towel, he didn't come, so he called out to him again in hopes Minho would hear him this time. After that, Onyu saw someone walk through the kitchen and the living room all the way to the laundry room. This made perfect sense to Onyu since there was obviously no towel in the living room, so Minho would have to get it from their laundry. Minho eventually handed him the towel, only for Onyu to realize that Minho had been in his room this whole time. This understandably freaked Onyu out because the whole time he thought it was Minho who he saw walking around. Onyu revealed that Minho was showering at the same time as him, so there was no way he was the one who brought Onyu the towel. Since they were the only people in the dorm at the time, it sounds like Onyu encountered a spirit that took on Minho's form. YG Entertainment. Blackpink are unfortunately no strangers to the paranormal stuff either. In 2019, Blackpink revealed that they knew about the scary things going on at the agency after they heard about it from other artists. Jisoo confessed that at one point she suffered pretty bad nightmares about YG's rehearsal room and the building. As soon as Jisoo told about her nightmares to the other members, Lisa started to experience the same thing as well. Apparently, both Jisoo and Lisa saw a ghost in the same place, which was the closet in the practice room. Lisa also shared a story about how she was sleeping in her room and suddenly heard someone banging on her closet. She was unable to move and suddenly heard someone or something laughing in her ear. When she finally woke up from sleep paralysis, it seemed like nothing even happened. When Jisoo was practicing in front of a mirror in their walk-in closet, she saw a white hand stretched out from between the clothes. She got so terrified that she ran out of the room. A little later, after Jisoo saw the hand in the closet, Lisa returned to Korea back from Thailand. She shared with the girls that a psychic told her that their closet was haunted and to be careful about the spirit. Terrifyingly enough, this was before Jisoo told her about what she saw in the closet. The girls later revealed that they moved out of the haunted dorm and the paranormal things have thankfully stopped. JYP Entertainment. It seems like JYP Entertainment is home to a couple of ghosts as well. In 2020, Jokwan from 2AM shared a story about the entity that seems to reside at the building. According to Jokwan, the ghost tends to stay at the practice rooms at JYP, and the label trainees and other artists are very familiar with the paranormal activity. Jokwan said, "There's a scary story that's come down from the first generation of JYP artists, including Rain and Lim Dong-hee. Apparently, there's a little ghost boy that roams the halls of JYP. The staircase to the basement of the building seems to be haunted too, but by something much more evil." Jokwan revealed that no matter how careful they are, someone always falls down that staircase. It happened to him as well, and Sunmi even had to call an ambulance for him. According to Jokwan, there was a trainee who could see ghosts coming into the company. One day, the trainee looked at the stairs to the basement and started laughing. When Jokwan later asked him what happened, the trainee revealed that there was a small boy who was sitting with his legs hanging over the edge. There's also a rumor going around that the location of the building used to be a cemetery, which could be the reason why a small ghost boy is always lingering around. WM Entertainment. WM Entertainment is home to the groups like Oh My Girl or B1A4 and a couple of ghosts too. Yua from Oh My Girl revealed the scary things that happened in the WM Entertainment building when the lights go dark. She even personally requested to appear in one of the episodes of Late Night Ghost Stories since something paranormal has happened to her and other idols too. According to them, the agency's building is haunted by a ghost of a little girl. As Yua said, B1A4 apparently saw the little girl as well. Yua said, "During our trainee days, Mimi was practicing in the practice room and she said a hand came came out of the door behind her. The door was closed. She was so shocked that she opened it, but no one was there. Much to everyone's surprise, Yua continued that even when the agency moved to a different location, the ghost followed them there as well. Almost every time the ghost would make itself known, it was in their practice room. Seung-hee is another member who apparently saw a ghost of a small child. Apparently, Seung-hee saw it in the lobby and on the 3rd and 5th floor. Once Yua shared this story, netizens flocked to the comments to share their opinions. Some of them expressed that the reason why idols were seeing this ghost was because they were so tired and stressed. It could easily be a prank if it came from just one person, but since numerous idols witnessed the same thing, it seems pretty real. RBW. The things Mamamoo's Moonbyul once experienced might be the creepiest of them all, so be prepared to get goosebumps. It seems like the halls of RBW are haunted by a ghost of one specific Mamamoo member. Once, Moonbyul shared a story of how she was alone at their dorms one night and she was laying on the top of their bunk beds. When she woke up in the middle of the night, she began to hear some strange noises. Since she was laying at the top, she realized that the noises were coming from below her and that someone must be going through her drawers. When she peeked over the edge to see what was going on, she saw Hwasa eating her candy. Suddenly, Hwasa made her way up the ladder to climb up to where Moonbyul was laying. Moonbyul shared, she came up and slammed her hands down. Then she went back down to eating like nothing had even happened. Now, this would sound completely normal and kind of funny if Hwasa wasn't away that night. The next day, Moonbyul went to ask Hwasa if she returned back to the dorm for the night, but Hwasa was at her hometown at the time. Since Hwasa lives in Jeonju, it would be way too far for her to go back and forth in one night to steal Moonbyul's candy. Shockingly enough, Moonbyul isn't the only one who encountered the Hwasa ghost. Solar shared another story of how she was sleeping alone at the dorms while Hwasa was in Jeonju. When Solar turned around, she saw Hwasa standing without any clothes on. Could it be sleep paralysis or something trying to take Hwasa's form? Kakao Entertainment. The most famous artist under Kakao Entertainment is definitely IU. She too had a scary encounter with a ghost. This story is an old one, all the way back from 2011, but it's just as creepy as if it happened yesterday. When IU appeared on the show Strongheart, she shocked everyone after talking about her paranormal experience. IU shared that she encountered a ghost on the day she recorded her song You and I. She started off by saying that since she got into a small argument with the song composer, they decided to put the recording session on hold for a while. She continued, I saw that my manager headed into the recording booth, but when I checked, there was no one in there. He came out of a completely different room. The story doesn't end there though, because IU came across another entity while recording Good Day. It happened when she was sleeping at the dorms, and apparently the ghost would whisper I love you and blow air into her ear. IU then added that she saw the ghost in her dream later, and apparently he was very handsome. IU then proceeded to tell another story where she saw a ghost. IU told everyone that she had a dream that one of her friends was walking towards her while laughing in a really high-pitched tone. Then she suddenly got a feeling that it wasn't a dream. IU said, I opened my eyes and saw a girl sitting next to my bed. Her hair was disheveled and she wore baggy old clothes. She was looking down, but at that moment she lifted her head, and she was me. IU confessed that she was so terrified she told her CEO that she couldn't stand living there anymore. She was thankfully allowed to go live at home. MBK Entertainment. MBK Entertainment used to be the home to the legendary girl group Tiara. One member in particular, Dion, once came face to face with a ghost after she appeared on the horror episode of Come to Play in 2010. Dion shared that it happened the day before the group's debut, and she felt as if something was pressing down on her body while she was sleeping. She described the ghost as a skinny small child who had her arms around her knees while she was sitting on a clothing hanger. The child ghost was nodding her head, and Dion thought that the ghost looked like it was trying to tell her something. Dion continued, I tried my best to break out of the paralysis state, and when I finally did, I went over to Soyeon and told her about it. It could have easily been just a really scary sleep paralysis, but Soyeon told Jiyeon that she actually encountered the same ghost in the exact spot where Jiyeon saw it. The girls quickly moved to a different dorm after the paranormal experience, and no one knows if the ghost is still lingering there. That's it for today. Do you guys believe in ghosts? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Bye!